Yes, welcome to Whale Watch. I'm the Whale. We're at Alexandra Park Friday night for a massive night of harness racing. 3 Group 1s. We've got the Trotting Derby, of course, the Road Cup and the Auckland Cup. We'll talk about a couple of them very shortly. But one of the highlights of the night is also the North Island Breeders' Stakes here. And a mare that was very good last week was Manhattan. Let's go and have a look at that run because she got left parked out in a pretty hot tempo. She's in the green colours of Bob Butts here, Matthew White aboard. Had a crack for the front, couldn't find it and had to sit in the breeze and shit the front a long way from home, only to be run down by the horse in the green and the yellow spots getting up the inside, which is race rival again in Whispering Artist. Now she gets over the longer trip over 2,200 metres. Of course, you've got to remember she's Group 1 placed in the Queen of Hearts, this mare. She's a very good mare. She comes in one with scratching of Black Pearl, comes in a barrier 7. No fixed odds as a record on Thursday morning, but I thought she was near enough the best of the night. She's a class mare with the benefit of that run on the track last week. I think she can win. The main dangers, Diamonds are forever from barrier number 2, and of course last week's winner Whispering Artist, can't knock her form, the winner of her last 4 starts. Let's go to race number 6. And we tipped Confessional last week at $5. It got backed in with the late scratching of High Energy. That's a great guy. This was a Lone Star Sire Stakes at Group 2 level. He's in front here in Paul Ian's colours with a red cap, and he was never on the track the entire way, the son of Father Patrick. He was 3 wide and parked for the first mile. He worked to the front at the 600 metres, and then he was off and Gonski. Gee, this was a big win. I'm not happy with the draw, won the second row, but it is 2,700 metres, and he looks such a good stayer. He's just got to navigate a path to get through them or get round them, and I think on that performance, clearly the one to beat, and I reckon we can go again on him. The main danger is Walking on Sunshine. She's drawn out a little bit wide, but she does have very good acceleration from the mobile. She may get across it. She maps to go forward, and Love Me Too with Blair Orange aboard. I thought he was pretty good last week, and he'll certainly keep improving. Now, going later to the program to race number 7, it is the Road Cup. Muscle Mountain's going around $1.45. Everyone's on, but how do we find some value outside that? I really do like Loving the Port. I mentioned it last week, and I wasn't disappointed. I want to go back 2 starts ago to the National Trot. The horse that I'm highlighting is dead last, or one from the back of the field in the white cap, Morris McKendry for the Phil Williamson barn. Now, he runs home nicely. Oscar Bonavena runs through the centre. Loving the Port runs down the outside. Now, Sexley Rise, he ran home in 56.2. The winner, Muscle Mountain, run home at 56.3. So what he actually did was he ran the same sectionals as what the winner did, but because he was so far back in the field, he couldn't close in late. He's going okay. Last week there was a false start. 3 false starts, and 2 of them he stepped away and led, and the third one he was going backwards, so it wasn't ideal. Whoever trails Muscle Mountain is more than likely to run in the money. Top 3, 380, top 4, 280, absolutely Loving the Port. Value bet for me in what is going to be a race dominated by the $1.45 in Muscle Mountain. Now, going later in the program, as a horse that's been very good at the trials in Montana DJ. Gee, this horse was good last week. He was very strong at the end of his trial, but I want to take you back to his last race day start. It's a fair while ago. We pick him up at the top of the lane, and he's just circumnavigating them in the Barry Purdon colours here. He gets on the outside of Blazing Louis in the tangerine with a big white face, and he rolls on past. Now, as I said, we haven't seen him for a long time. He's had 2 trials this time in. He was very good in both of them, hitting the line strongly. He's a 4-year-old now. You've got to remember, go back to the Group 1 Sire Stakes as a 2-year-old. He actually runs second into Group 1 behind a Cooter and Cosmic Major that day. He seems to be a long time back from the races, but in start number 17 tonight, he's got a lovely draw and a race that I think Chimichurri is the main danger. Let's have a look at the 4 highlight for you on Whale Watch on a massive Group 1 night. Let's start with Manhattan as the best bet. Race 5, number 8. That's the Power Transport Breeders' Stakes. Think she's a quality mare. She can roll forward. Matty White takes to drive. Go again on Confessional. You're not getting the $5 like last week, but just on his performance, he has to tick the boxes and has to be the one to beat. The longer trip won't worry him. 2,700 metres. Paul Ian's won this race in the past, and he's yours to go. Value bet, top 3, top 4. Loving the Port in the Road Cup. Barrier number 1, all about stepping away, staying handy. All the horses on the market pegs is where you want to be. And the star trialist goes around in race 9. It's number 1, Montana DJ.